All right, good morning, everybody. It's been a couple of hot weeks here. We haven't really had much crazy stuff going on to really film, so kind of took a little break from the business side, but figured bring you guys in on this one. So start off, sometimes jobs get away from a fella. You never know what to expect. So this is just supposed to be an easy peasy, when I first looked at this project, there was drywall. Prior homeowner attempted to hang drywall on the exterior walls. There's a retina burner. And there was no ceiling. And there was one little halogen light in the middle. Big deal. So they're like, yeah, hang a new ceiling, new lights, all new trim, get some closet doors going on. That doorway goes into a bathroom. We're gonna hang a door in there. I'm like, sure, yeah, no problem. So today, like I said, is Friday. We started this guy on Monday. And didn't take us very long to figure out something was weird. So we pull all the drywall down because it was just hideous. I mean, the seams, a guy's kind of particular on how he likes to hang his drywall, and two, finish it. So we pull all the walls down. We run our wire for the new lights, which are still up in the ceiling. I do the remodel cans where we just cut a hole and we put the new can up in there. That way, symmetrical. I got a thing with symmetrics. So we ran our wire, hung the lid, and we get working on some of these partition walls. We're gonna start hanging, especially this guy right here behind me. We're gonna hang this partition wall, which is the door that heads back out to the main area, and I can move the wall. Like it was not fastened to the floor. So this floor is heated. It's got the radiant flooring, hot water pipes and stuff and things. So what I'm assuming is the original owner never fastened the wall down. So I talked to the current homeowner, give him the scoop, tell him what's going on. I'm like, hey, I can't hang a new door in a wall that's not fastened, and two was with the Leaning Tower of Pisa. And we're gonna get at that here in a minute. I'm gonna show you something. So at any rate, we end up taking that entire wall down for about 15 feet. And he didn't know where the piping was. Obviously, I don't know where the piping is. I don't have one of those, infrareds cameras or what have you. So what I'm doing is just construction adhesive that plate down and put in a handful of studs good and tight, pinched it in there. And then we let it sit overnight, and then we came back the next day and finished the framing up, got the doorway framed in. And then we ended up having to do the same thing over here with this wall because we had to readjust these closet doors and obviously this doorway going into the bathroom. Oh, geez, how's it going? But like I was saying, crooked things. So let's just take a look at. So those are my doorways. 1, 2, 3. Closet. Gonna be a 6-panel solid pine job and just another pass-through closet. That wall is good and plumb. And here we are on the exterior wall. And let's just take a good gander at that corner. And sure, yep, that's neat. And then I don't know if it's gonna show up on camera all that well. Not really. But the naked eye, she's headed north. She's headed north a bit. I've thrown level all over the place. So this is what was kind of popular back in the early 2000s. This house is a 2004 model, according to the current homeowner. This basement is actually built out of pressure treated 2x8s and 3/4 plywood. I mean, it's got modern I-joists. I'll give you a quick look there. We got modern framing going on, which is cool. So that's what we had in here. Looked like to be 2x8 I-joist, had an LVL across here. This, pretty much like a 2x12 LVL doubled up with metal jack posts down the middle. I mean, it was built well, but at some point, she just kind of, decided to head north a little bit. I'm pretty confident she's done moving, which I'm hoping, I'm sure the homeowner's hoping that that's the case as well. So it's just one of those things where you never, like when I came and looked at this place at the initial meeting, I didn't catch it, didn't see it. I'm thinking where I'm at right now today, I was thinking I was supposed to be there Tuesday. And instead we spent all of Monday pulling the existing drywall down, assessing framing, trying to figure that stuff out, trying to find, I don't even want to get into material costs. And then readjusting framing, readjusting some electrical issues. We had a wire that was just dangling here in the closet that was live with just a wire nut on the hot lead. That's fine, sure. So sometimes these jobs get away from me. And luckily, this isn't a big, huge project. Just, the room's about 15 by 15 or so. And then once we get all this drywall wrapped up and get the lights in and all that stuff, once their flooring comes in, because, we got to wait months and months now for materials, we're going to run laminate flooring, or vinyl plank rather, through here, through the bathroom, and there's another bedroom over there. It's about the same size. We'll go ahead and do that, and then we'll put the baseboard down. Homeowner's going to do the wall painting, so that's neat. So once they're done with the wall painting, we'll come back and do our casing. In the meantime, we'll go ahead and we'll jam that out and get it insulated. We'll hang this door and we'll hang that door. We just won't put the jams on, we won't put the casing on until she's done painting. So there's a little catch up on that one. Got the level 5 stuff out again. These things are awesome. This one's my little, what are we looking at? This one's my 24. So we got started on now when I have those blades, I just line up the butt seams and just let her rip, tater chip. So we did that, and then across the ceiling there. So a guy might come back today and coat, or being that it's a basement, it's still kind of cool and damp outside-ish, because Mother Nature doesn't want to figure out what the hell she wants to do. We might end up just leaving it over the weekend, so that way everything's good and healed up by Monday. Because if you start coating on stuff too early, it's gonna, you get mad. Because the way I do my corners, let me find one here, is obviously you see this side right here, still got the tape on it. I taped that yesterday. Is I'll do one side perfect, and then get off of it. Leave it alone. Back off, leave it, don't touch it. Let that set up really good, and then you can come back in and do this corner perfect. And that way you just, of course some guys, are good enough to do both sides at once. And, if they like sanding, sure, go ahead. I don't like sanding. So the least sanding, the best. And when you're coating, and especially when you're taping, like, do I have any bare tape showing anywhere? Sure, got some over here in the corner. So when you're taping, you want to get all, like, look how nice and, I don't know if you can see it real good, but how good and smooth that is. We got like a little ridge right here, but that's actually from the tape itself. But no boogers, no bumps, no nothing. So that way when you're coming down your knife, there's nothing for it to boom, boom, and then screw up your finish. Nice, and keep everything good and smooth. On and off, on and off. Light coats, light coats. And same with, like, here's my first coat over top of tape. So you just fill in the trench right there, the factory trench. And then I'll come back again with a 10-inch, skim it one more again, sand on it maybe. And then what I usually like to do, especially if I'm not painting, is I might end up priming this. That way a guy can find all of his, if he has any unlovables, because, you can't catch everything all the time. Prime it, catch all the unlovables, touch them up, and then let the homeowner rip on painting the walls. I'm suggesting going with a light color, so that way hopefully we don't see the lean. Because she's got a bit of a lean. This one is the one at the light. Let me see if I can move this light out of the way real quick. This corner is pretty, she's showing a little, she's got a little, I don't know if it shows up in the camera or not. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, even it's going headed this way. So she's headed this way and that way. So hopefully she's done moving. Yeah. So I'll bring you along maybe Monday and show you some progress on this one. I'll try to boot this one out this evening so y'all chew on that. I appreciate all the support we've had on this channel so far, and there'll be more to come. We'll talk to you all soon. Have a good one.